Hello everyone, I've been busy crafting today. It's been a rainy, thunderstorming day. And so I thought I'd come in my little room, well not little room, but my special room and do some crafting today. While my granddaughter was here last week, we went to Dollar Tree and I got her a Loopsy puzzle and she put it together. And so I told her that I would fix it up and maybe put it in a frame. Well, I went to Dollar Tree, tried to find a frame for this stuff, and I couldn't find the right size because this is an odd size puzzle. So I laid it aside for a couple of days, and I got to thinking. I said, you know what? I have a bunch of cardboard that I didn't want to show myself. Sorry, you saw a corner of myself. Because I don't have any makeup on today. My hair's not fixed. I'm in my gown, and I figured I'm not going anywhere, and nobody's going to see me but my husband. So, anyhow, so I thought, I've got all that cardboard. I can make a frame out of the cardboard. So that's exactly what I did. I got the cardboard, and I wanted this to look like a shadow box type thing. So I got the cardboard about like that thick. I didn't make it too thick. And so I cut all the pieces that I needed for the right size for the top, bottom, and sides. And then I got some masking tape, and I started with the corners, and I wrapped around the corner several times. And then I went to the outside edge over here, and then I would go back over to the corner because I wanted to really reinforce the corner. And then I would wrap it down this way a little bit. And I did that on all four corners. So it holds up really good. So when I was done with that and I got all the corners done, I got my duct tape out I got from Dollar Tree the other day. So what I did was I started at the corner. I wrapped it, tight, because the Dollar Tree duct tape, I don't have one out right now, but it's on like regular tape dispensers. Anyhow, you can stretch that duct tape a little bit. So what I did, I stretched it to make sure I got it good and tight around the corners and around the edges like I did with the regular tape, but I didn't wrap it more than once. And so I just kind of overlapped a little bit each time, and I kept wrapping and wrapping until I got it all done. And then, I forgot to tell you the first part of this. I got some school glue, and I got my sponge brush, and I brushed it real good about 3 times. I put 3 layers on, make sure that it seeped into the cracks of the puzzle pieces and everything. And then after that, I let it dry, and then while that was drying, I did that for about 2 days because I wanted to put, the 3 coats on. So after the last coating, what I did was drying and do it on wax paper, because if glue gets around the edges of the wax paper from the puzzle, then it lifts off really easy. So make sure you have wax paper laid down before you start doing any gluing. Then what I did was I got a piece of cardboard and I measured around, make sure I got the right measurements and all. And then I used my orange duct tape from Dollar Tree, and I just went along here. I tucked it under the edges, around the edges, and then I came around this way, and I kept going and going and going and going until I got it all done. And it's real, now with the duct tape on, it's nice and sturdy. It's not going to bend. See, no bending. So then I got the back part done. I got the frame put together. Now it's time to attach the frame onto the puzzle. Well, I says, well, golly gee, how am I going to do that? And I thought for about maybe 2 or 3 hours trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? And then bingo, it popped in my head, you got a hot glue gun, girl, use it. So what I did was, the edge of the puzzle right here, I put the hot glue on, and then the edge of the frame part, I pressed down. So I'd have a flat, it would be flat on the back there. And I did that all the way around. I did a little bit at a time, because hot glue, it cools off really fast. So I just did a little bit at a time. I pressed it for a couple of seconds just like this to make sure I got it good and glued. And then when I was done with that, I remembered I had some rickrack because I looked at it and I said, you know, just the puzzle itself, I said it looks too plain, too ordinary. So I got some of this rickrack that I had that I got from factorydirectcrafts.com, and I went ahead and ran it around completely. I didn't make it. I didn't cut the pieces or anything because at that moment I wasn't thinking about these little flowers, you know. So anyhow, so I hot glued it all the way around. Then I said, you know what? There's a white rickrack print on the puzzle. So that looks too plain now that I've got this rickrack up. So I got my rickrack that I use for sewing, and I hot glued it up here and down here at the bottom. Got done, looked at it again. I says, it still looks too plain. It doesn't look right. So I remembered I had these flowers. There you go. I had these flowers I got from factorydirect.com, and matter of fact, you get 3 packs of these flowers, and on the packs there's 4 of them, and they're sticky flowers. So you got the adhesive on the back. So, but I went ahead and used hot glue, you know, for extra protection, so just to make sure they wouldn't fall off. Then I got to looking at the girls. I said, well, there's something that I need to do to fix these girls up. So the one with the pink pigtails, she's got the daisies on in her hair. So I got my bling out, and I put 2 of them on her daisies. Well, now the other little girl, she's got a black bow, and I said, well, I need to do something to fix up her black bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one of these. Got these from Michael's. I love these things. I'm going to use one of these, and I'm going to put on. So let's see. I might have to add a little extra something to it because it's just a plain black bow. But let me see. And these black bows, they're adhesive on the back too, and they have the pop-up dots. All right, let me put it on, see how it's going to look. Make sure I get it lined up with the back of the picture real good because I don't want that to show. Oh, I got it upside down. Let's see. You can still see the, let me take it off, see if I move it down. Yeah, you can still see the outline of her bow, but that's still looking too plain. See? It's looking too plain. It needs something. So now I'm going to pull my bling out again. Wait a minute, I have some pearls. I'm thinking about putting a pearl in the middle of her bow. And I think I'll use green. Green and black looks nice together. Black looks good with any color, really. Alright, let's see what we have here. These things right here. I'm going to use one of these. I got these from Michael's too. I love checking out their $1.50 stuff because they have some really nice things. Alright, I'm trying to determine the size. I think this size will work. I also need to cover up that white adhesive because you can see it from the back. Let me get one that's a little bit bigger. Let's try this one because I want to cover up that white adhesive. There we go. Now, what do you think of that? But I'm still not done. I was looking at the butterfly. Put that away when I'm done. I was looking at the butterfly, and I said, that looks too plain. I like to be creative. I like to use my imagination for everything that I do. I feel like God gave us the imagination to use. We might as well use it. Okay, where's my little tiny ones? Alright, they're in this pack I haven't opened yet. Let me just make sure. Because the butterfly has real tiny eyes. Let's see what's in this bag. Big, big. I think I see some tiny ones in here. I got these from the Dollar Tree. You get 125, and they're assorted size eyes. Alright, how do you open this up? Alright, they don't have okay, let's see here. No, that's too big. I know they've got to have something a little bit tinier than that. I mean, I'm looking for something that's really, really tiny, and I don't see anything. Huh. The smallest I have looks like it's going to be too big. Yeah, it's going to be too big. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use it anyhow. Let's see what 2 of them looks like. Oh, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll look cute. Alright, let me get my hot glue gun. And I'm going to glue these eyes on. Alright, put a little dab of hot glue on the back of the eye, because these are not adhesive. And even if they were, I would still do the hot glue just to make sure that it's on there real good. Okay, put a little dab on this one. Oh, that's cute. I just realized one of my little bling things fell off, so I'm going to put a little hot glue on that to make sure that it doesn't fall off anymore. One thing, I love hot glue. I love using hot glue. Only thing I don't like are these strings that you get. They ought to come up with an invention where you wouldn't have strings with the hot glue. Okay. Let's see. I know I'm going to do some extra things to it. But anyhow, gives you an idea. So, what do you think? I think it's cute. See the little wiggly eyes? Caitlin's gonna like this. Isn't that cute? And then I put a little green pearl on the top of her bow. And I'm gonna do some more stuff to this picture to bling it up a little bit more, because that's just not enough. So let's get on to my other project. Let's get on to my other projects that I've done. Okay, now this I didn't do today, but I did a couple weeks ago. I got this letter M from Michaels, and it was black. I don't like black, so I wanted to paint it a different color. So what I did was, the first thing I did was I got some white paint, and I painted that with 2 coats until I saw that all the black was gone. And then when that dried real good, I put on a purple metallic coat. I think I put 2 coats on, or maybe 3 coats on, and you'll see the metallic and the purple, I guess. And then this trim that's on here, I got this from factorydirectcraft.com, and I hot glued that on the M. So I thought that turned out really pretty. I didn't do the back of this because nobody see it anyhow. And then my husband added a hook to it, and we hung it up on the wall. Then another project I did today. This is an old fabric frame. I don't remember where I got this from. Probably a yard sale that was in a bag with other stuff that I got. Or maybe it was at the thrift store. I don't remember. Anyhow, so I had this picture of me and my sister from maybe 1985. I know my children were still little at the time. My sister wanted us to go to Olin Mills one day, so because she wanted our pictures done. So she got 2 outfits. She got one for her and one for me, so we could match. But my jumper was yellow and her jumper was pink, and then our tops were white. I had on yellow earrings and she had on pink earrings. So this frame was all ugly. So it's been hanging here for a long time, and then when I lived up in Virginia, I had to hang it up in my craft room in there for a long time. And it just dawned on me today, you know, it would look really pretty if I used some of my trim that I've been buying. So I said, all right, well, let me see what it's going to look like before I started gluing. So the inside part of the frame, I used my trim and I ran it around a little bit just to see what it would look like. I said, you know, that looks awful pretty. So I went ahead and I hot glued it down. And that trim I got from Factory Craft, directcrafts.com also, and I got like 10 yards for 99 cents. And then, oh, I can't think of the name of this ribbon. It's the sheer ribbon. Any other time I'd be able to think of it. But anyhow, so I had some of the same color as the flowers, and I ran it around the edges, like that. I looked at it and I said, you know, that needs a little something extra to it. So I put little white bows on each corner. And I still looked at it. I said, it still needs something extra to it. So I got some green bling that I had, and I hot glued those on to the corners of this frame. Oh, and then the frame itself, I hot glued it to the glass part because the frame kept falling down, you know, over my sister's head. So I hot glued the frame to the glass part, so that way it wouldn't fall down or anything. And so that's that project. And sorry, I've got a bug running up my arm. So now I've got another project I want to do. I thought I would do an experiment. Okay, we're at 17 minutes. Alright, I thought I would do an experiment really quick, then I'm going to let you go on making shimmer mist. I've never made it before, but I've seen it done on YouTube, and so I'm going to try it and see how it works out. Let me get some of my stuff out of the way here so I can have some room to lay my paper down. So I don't want this getting on my stuff, just in case it doesn't work out well. Anyhow, they say you use rubbing alcohol and regular paint, like Craft Smart or whatever. And then I've got myself a spray bottle I got from Walmart for $1. So let's see. If I can remember right, you put 3 parts of the alcohol and 1 part of the paint. So let me see. Alright, so I'm going to add the alcohol. I've been wanting to do this for a while, I just haven't gotten around to it, so I figured I'd go ahead and... Alright, that looks like it's about right. Okay, that's how much I put in that bottle. I have some yellow paint. Shake it up real good. This is some paint I got from a yard sale, so gotta shake it up real good because it's old, but it still works. It's okay. Now, all right, that's all gone. Now I'm going to shake it up real good. Okay, I'm shaking it up real good. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, help if I turn the nozzle on. No. See, it's runny. See how it's runny? Look at that. That's not what it's supposed to do, I don't think. Alright, maybe I need to add some more paint to it. Maybe it's just too thin. See how it's running? It's got a nice shimmer to it. It's just, I don't think it's supposed to run. So I'm going to check back on YouTube and Well, I don't know, because now that this part up here that's already run down, that looks nice. It does give a shimmer to the paper though. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's working. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is my first time attempting this. But anyhow, let me get it closer to you. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see how it's shimmery? Maybe it's supposed to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to let everybody go. I didn't mean to make the video this long, but I always say that. I guess I talk too much. Okay, well, I showed you my granddaughter's little dollhouse that I did for her the other day, called the Sweet Shop I got from the Dollar Tree. I have two more I'm going to do. One is the pet shop, and I can't remember what the other one is. So when I get those two done, which I might work on one today, but that takes a little while because you got to, glue it together and all this other stuff. And it's made out of good sturdy cardboard. So if you go in the Dollar Tree, look on the children's aisle where the toys are, and near the craft, well, in my store, the craft area is on one end of the boys' toys side. So whatever you, so I can't remember if I found it in the craft area part or if I found it, I think I found it in, I want to say the children's toys in the girls section. So anyhow, this is it for now. And I hope y'all have a good one. I will talk to you later. And maybe when I start working on the pet shop or what, or the other one, whatever I decide to start working on, maybe I'll take you step by step through that. So if y'all do want to get one for your little girls, or get all three, because there's three different kinds, or you can get some kind of an idea how I put mine together, and you can do yours the same way, and just use your imagination. Imagination is great. I love using mine. I use mine every day. Okay, even if I'm not doing anything, I get thoughts in my head, well, I wonder how this would work, or, I want to learn how to do something new. That's still using your imagination. So, I'm going to let you go, and like always, please subscribe. And if you don't want to be a subscriber, but you enjoy watching my videos, that's fine too, because I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, subscribers and non-subscribers. If you like my video, click the like button. If you didn't, that's fine. It's not going to bother me none, because not everybody has the same thoughts on what I might do. And leave comments and questions. I do reply. And now that my granddaughter's not here, I do check my YouTube at least twice a day. And I do reply as soon as I see that I got a message. Other than that, I'm going to let you go. And you have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, use your imagination, because you've got one. Everybody does. All right, bye-bye for now.